What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Cody getting revenge on The Rock tonight, Roman Reigns could retire at WrestleMania 40, Roman Reigns updates fans on his leukemia status, is a WWE star being pushed to the moon, WWE teased that Bo Dallas will be returning, a team being pulled from Mania match, a former WWE wrestler recalls brush with death, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now first story looks at the Tribal Chief tells all. At top of today's news are several statements that Roman Reigns made about himself during the just-released A&E biography documentary about him, including how much longer Reigns plans to wrestle, the status of his leukemia, and a heart-wrenching discussion of his brother Rosie. First, let's look at Roman Reigns could actually retire at WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns has been at the top of the WWE mountain for nearly 4 years now, and as far as he's concerned, that's the only place for him or he's retiring. Reigns discussed what he'll do if and when he loses the Undisputed Championship. You guys better cherish these moments, because once I lose the WWE Undisputed Championship, I'm calling it quits. The WWE has been pushing Reigns as its top guy since he captured the Universal Championship in 2020, with Reigns' title run now past the 1,300-day mark. Roman's comments are sure to inspire debate amongst fans as to just what Reigns' legacy will be if he decides to retire once he drops the title. While we think this is more of a kayfabe statement, it does raise a question of how effective Reigns is at selling tickets and PLEs without a championship around his waist and an incredible undefeated streak. Some fans and pundits believe a wrestler needs to prove their worth without the championship to be considered great. But like any subject in professional wrestling, this is a matter open to debate. What do you guys think? Can Roman succeed without the title? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Roman Reigns updates fans on his leukemia status. And how is Roman Reigns doing since the reoccurrence of his leukemia in 2018? The current Undisputed Champion first battled a blood cancer in 2007, only to suffer a reoccurrence in 2018 that forced him to take time off from the squared circle. While Roman's health hasn't been an issue since the Tribal Chief recently revealed that he still takes medication for the disease, Reigns discussed his treatment during the A&E biography WWE Legends Roman Reigns program. For leukemia, if you caught it in an early stage like I did, you're able to take a medication, a very important medication that I'm still on today. Some fans took to social media to express their concern that Roman Reigns is still being treated for his leukemia, but his continued presence in the ring suggests he's extremely fortunate with his health situation. Next up, Roman Reigns is emotional in the documentary. The A&E documentary covered a lot of ground, including an emotional moment when comments from Roman's late brother Rosie, who competed as a member of 3 Minute Warning and as the Hurricanes tag team partner, aired praising Roman's work. Roman was noticeably shaken by the segment, and of course seemed on the verge of tears. The Tribal Chief said he wishes his big brother could have been here to see how things turned out. If you saw the A&E profile on Reigns, what'd you guys think of it? It was great to see this side of Roman Reigns. Next up is a WWE star being pushed to the moon. It looks like Triple H has some big plans for when a current NXT superstar gets called up to the main roster. Fightful Select's Corey Brennan reports that WWE intends to push current NXT champion Ilya Dragunov hard. Internally, WWE sees Ilya as a prospect on the level of Gunther, planning to push him in a similar way once he hits the main roster. The question now is when Dragunov will get the call-up. He's competed in the Black and Gold brand since 2021 and in NXT UK, where he held the NXT UK Championship. The Fightful report also explained why Dragunov seems to have a bright future on the main roster. According to one NXT talent, Dragunov has a unique talent for elevating anyone he shares the ring with, showcasing an exceptional understanding of the business. It was also indicated that Dragunov is widely regarded as exceptionally easy to collaborate with and is described as a wonderful person to be around. Perhaps the best part of this story is that fans have less concerns about how NXT superstars will be pushed when they reach the main roster. While the WWE's booking of NXT wrestlers on the main roster hasn't been perfect since the Vince McMahon era, it remains much better since Triple H took over. Next up, WWE teased that Bo Dallas is returning. Now, Peacock just recently aired the Bray Wyatt documentary, and whilst it was an incredibly touching documentary documenting the life of the late great Bray Wyatt, they also made a tease at the end of the documentary, as during the end, Bray Wyatt's lantern was shown with Uncle Howdy behind it. As per Fightful, this tease was done deliberately to tease the return of Bo Dallas. A rep had noted that they didn't want to rush him back after Bray's passing, but he has been under contract since 2022. It'd be awesome if Bo Dallas picked up where Bray Wyatt left off. Next up, Finn Balor suffers an awful injury. What caused a big bump on the back of Finn Balor's head? Balor tweeted a video on the 31st March showcasing his injury. Now the video shows a huge bump on Balor's forehead. However, the WWE star did not actually mention how it was caused. The good news is that Balor will still compete this weekend. He has a huge match at Wrestlemania as he and Damian Priest defend the Undisputed Tag Team Championship in a 6-pack ladder match. But as we'll see next, there may be a major shakeup to the match. Is this a team being pulled from the Mania match? Or is the WWE planning a shakeup for its 6-pack ladder match? The WWE recently determined which teams will compete in the match, but that could change, as Dave Meltzer is reporting that the WWE may take one team out and replace them with another. The one thing from the lineup last week was that Pretty Deadly was listed in the tag team ladder match. Fans have seen last-minute substitutions many times before a big show, so don't be surprised if this actually happens. One rumor is that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory will be removed from this match, but it's unclear how the WWE plans to book this if it happens. Would you guys like to see Pretty Deadly replace one of the teams in the match? And if so, which team? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up is Cody coming for payback on The Rock. Or is Cody Rhodes looking for payback on The Rock following The Rock beating and bloodying the American Nightmare on Raw? A recent post from Rhodes has fans wondering as Rhodes posted a mysterious message on his Instagram story. Cody posted a picture of his American Nightmare t-shirt with blood on it and the message, "Tomorrow." Rhodes has been in hunter mode ever since The Rock aligned himself with the Bloodline, and while the final boss got the drop on Cody last week, Rhodes is unlikely to let The Rock's attack go unanswered. Last week's Raw was a major success as fans labeled it as one of the best episodes in a long time, and even some suggested it marked a return of the Attitude Era. While the WWE has its work cut out for itself in topping last week's show, expect plenty of action and surprises as Raw airs its go-home show for WrestleMania. Next up, a wild match on the way for Mania. WrestleMania 40 continues to take shape even though the Showcase of the Immortals is just 5 days away. Dave Meltzer recently commented on a new match being scheduled as the only match unannounced was made obvious Friday with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross and Authors of Pain. As of last week, it was booked to be billed as a Philadelphia street fight. This could be an action-packed fight if handled right, especially given Philadelphia's history of hard-hitting brawls. If this match does materialize, we hope that WWE gives the various competitors time to entertain the fans and salvage what so far has been a disappointing feud made up largely of beatdown segments rather than any major matches. With Lashley recently suggesting a return to the old Bobby Lashley, it'll be interesting to see how the Almighty competes and whether fans see a surprise appearance by MVP to offset interference from the Final Testament's precious Paul Ellering. Would you guys like to see this match added to Mania? Next up, Kevin Owens never wants another run with the title. Kevin Owens has had his fair share of title runs during his career, and while the prize fighter currently doesn't hold a title, chances are he could be a champion once again. However, there's one title that KO never wants to hold, the Intercontinental Championship. Owens recently revealed why during an appearance for Fanatics, saying, "This is the main event, it's the replica championship of the Intercontinental title I held for the exact same amount of days as Owen Hart. We both had 2 title runs, they totaled the same exact amount of days. So I technically don't ever want to win this again because I like that." Owen Hart remains a beloved figure in the wrestling world, and Owens' wish shows just how much Owens' legacy continues. And finally, a former WWE wrestler recalls brush with death. Last but not least, a former Attitude Era superstar Dennis Knight, who competed as Phineas I. Godwin and later Midian, is sharing a nasty experience he had. Knight posted the news on Instagram, and what follows is a transcript from Inside the Ropes' Alex Hunt. "Hi, my name is Dennis Knight, and this week I almost died. Spent 8 days in hospital and 48 hours in ICU. With everything I've done in my life, I would have thought car accident, OD, or some other result of my lifestyle. But no, my body tried to kill me. I don't like to talk about my personal life, but thanks, I don't need anything. I have the greatest family who takes care of me." Knight explained what led to his incredible ordeal, saying, "It started with stomach pain that was supposed to be bowel obstruction. Then I went to surgery and found a shredded appendix, a hernia, and a golf ball-sized blade stone that tore my entire stomach up, which is weird because I had my gallbladder removed years ago." The former member of the Ministry of Darkness offered some good advice with his close encounter with the Grim Reaper. "The reason for this is to tell your family and God you love them because it might be the last. I love you all and want you to be happy, so take care of yourself, and after the worst week of my life, I'm grateful to still be here, and I love you all. Thank you for your time." We send our best wishes to Dennis Knight for a fast and full recovery. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.